Adolf Hitler, the man who prided himself on strategy and control, made one of the biggest mistakes of World War II when his own generals warned him about the Allied invasion on D-Day. He dismissed them. Why would Hitler ignore the very warnings that could have changed history? Main story. In the days leading up to June 6, 1944, German intelligence picked up signs of a possible invasion. Some officers insisted the Allies were preparing to strike in Normandy, but Hitler was convinced the real attack would come at Pas-de-Calais, the closest point to Britain. Part of his belief came from a clever Allied deception plan called Operation Fortitude. Fake armies, inflatable tanks, and even a double agent convinced Hitler that Normandy was just a distraction. So, when the first reports of the invasion reached him, he refused to believe it was the main attack. To make things worse, on the morning of D-Day, Hitler was asleep. His staff were so afraid of waking him. Without permission that crucial, reinforcements were delayed for hours. By the time he gave the order, the Allies had already secured a foothold on the beaches. Some historians argue that Hitler's arrogance and his obsession with being the sole decision-maker cost Germany the war. He trusted his instincts over his generals and refused to admit he might be wrong. Closing. And that's the irony. The dictator who demanded loyalty, above all else, ignored the very men trying to save him. Hitler's refusal to act on the warnings of D-Day became one of the turning points that sealed Nazi Germany's fate. White right-pointing backhand index want more untold World War II stories and the hidden decisions that changed history? Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.